Welcome to Mountain Valley Real Estate, where you get to virtually walk the property with me so you can get a superior boots on the ground feel for the property.
Looks like deer to me. So this is the third pile I have seen in the last, 40 feet at the most. So yeah, quite a bit of activity around here. Plenty to eat. Is that right, Lance Squatch? Welcome to Mountain Valley Real Estate. I'm John. And there's Lance Squatch. He's my buddy. If you are new here, please subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my new property videos released Fridays at 5 p.m. I have shown this property before. However, the sellers dropped the price by $10,000. So it's now $40,000. This is 40.8 acres on Rancheria Creek Rd in Shingletown, California. And like I said, it's listed at $40,000. Seller financing is not available on this one, so you'll need all the funds from your bank. Now, this property is mainly on the right side of the road there. And I marked the approximate frontage with pink tape. Let me show you what it looks like driving in here. The property starts about here where that pink tape is on the right hand side. So there's going to be a lot of road frontage, and it's all on the right hand side of the road right here, approximately.
So today we're starting out in Australia, in the outback, and we're just gonna do a hop, skip, and a jump, just like that, right over to the United States and California. Fly into Sacramento Airport, and then fly over to Redding, or drive 2 hours. Here's I-5. We're going to go east on Highway 44. About 20-minute drive. And the property is in Shingletown, but it's like lower. In other words, you're not up the hill yet. What I mean by that is Shingletown is right here, the actual town itself. And we're going to be turning here instead, so we're not all the way up. This is like a steep hill, so you're lower elevation still, but it's still considered Shingletown. Anyway, this is Black Butte Rd from Highway 44. We're going to take that down just a couple miles here, or maybe it's 3. Until we get, I guess it's 3 or 4 miles. Till we get to here. This is Rancheria Creek Rd. Right here. You take that 7/10 of a mile. To the property. Starts right here. It's got Rancheria Creek running through it, the full length of it. It is a seasonal creek. And I put some tape up along the frontage of the property here and here. So here's the property, really thick with vegetation and trees. Another creek over here, seasonal. There's lots of springs in the area, but I don't know of any on the property itself, but who knows? It's really hard to traverse this because it's so thick. But let me show you what the three-dimensional looks like. Looks pretty good up on top. So you can see how it's kind of sloping down here, but it's very usable, really nice land. When I walk up in here and show you in a few, you'll see what I'm talking about. But you do have to walk down here, across the creek, which is not too bad to walk, but then it gets thick. But if you cleared some of this stuff out, you can make some nice areas up here because this is going to feel all flat to you. And let's see, let's look at it this way. This is Black Butte. I think they get some of the cinder rock from this mountain. Anyway, that's how the property looks.
Located in the lower Shingletown, California area east of I-5 and Redding, California. There is an unlocked gated entrance to this area. There is heavy vegetation and trees throughout the property. Rancheria Creek flows along the length of the property. The elevation ranges from about 1,500 feet to 1,700 feet. There is a spring just off the property and could be why this property has so much vegetation. Your private getaway retreat from town. Just 21 miles from Redding, California, or 9 miles to central Shingletown, California with groceries and gas. So come along with me as I explore this property in full detail. And currently I have 5G here, so that's kind of cool. There is no power here. There's no well, there's no septic. And there is a creek at the bottom. It is seasonal. Property taxes here are just over 1% of the assessed value, and the zoning here is A1, which is a limited ag district, which does allow for single family residence, by the way. Your biggest issue for getting a house here would be getting across this creek down here and up there. That's pretty good topography. It's very thick with vegetation, as you'll see in the video, but there's no flat area or really big flat area here along the road frontage for a house, a well, and a septic, and a setback from the creek and a setback from the road. There's enough room to park, and there's a good spot further up the road here that I'll show you. That's pretty level-ish, more so than this. Yeah, so let's get started, and I'll show you that area first. So the road's pretty nice, as you saw, coming in until you get to a little bit before the property, and then it gets a little bit eroded here and more severe as you get further down, since the water wants to run downhill. So this area in here, a little bit of brush grown up in that area. There's a spot right here where it hasn't. It's a pretty good parking area off the road. This area in here, above Land Squatch's head there. And then down there's the creek. I'll show you here real quick. A little bit thick to get to the creek from here, but so much vegetation here, it's insane. I think this area has a lot of old lava rock. So it slopes down to the creek there. Some more nice area here. It's not flat. But let's get down to the creek. Take you a different way. So this is probably the easiest way to get across the creek and go up the other side due to a little bit of lack of vegetation. Haven't had much rain, but here's the creek. Some pools of water right there. Let's go down here and check it out. Some water. I hear water flow. You hear that? Ooh, got a 1 foot waterfall. Right there. Here we go. Very cool. Very cute. Sounds delicious. Getting mighty green around here. Anyway, that gives you a good feel for it. Most of the property is up there. And it's good topography. Not totally flat, but just like a gentle down sloping that way. All right, I think we're almost to the top. Got a rocky outcropping in our way. There's a little bit of poison oak here. Whoa! Got little fruit balls right there. Okay, Land Squatch wants a snack. I'm seeing ferns here. It's kind of unusual. They are small, but those ferns there. Very interesting. Smells delicious out here. Had a little bit of a rain yesterday. Okay. We are just about at the top. We are at the top. It's just really thick. Lots of vegetation. We've got a visitor on the cell phone. There you go. Wow, it's a lot of property to explore. I can't get through all that stuff. There's a lot of nice level up here, though. I want to show you that right over there. Maybe I can go this way. Maybe not. A lot of flat land. Actually, all this is flat in here. It's just not open because it's so vegetative. Is that a word? Anyway, super thick in here with vegetation. Need a couple hours with a hedge trimmer or chainsaw. Could have a nice little area up here for sure. This is all flat up here. I just can't go anywhere. We'll try going, well, I'll have to go around this way. Oh. Heavy thickets. Yeah, this is all nice land. It's just needs to be debrushed. Got beautiful manzanita here. Oak trees. Wow. Look at the size of that manzanita. It's a bush that's grown into a tree. Look at that. Insane. All right, well, probably seen enough vegetation, but that's what this property's like. Oop. So very quiet. Nobody around out here, at least not where I'm at on this property. Coming in, there's a few houses, or a couple houses. You want a good bang for the buck? Come check this one out. Hard to beat, $1,000 an acre. If you like this property, check out that one over there, or this one over here. We'll see you on the next video. Take care now.